Hi guys, so let's see how you can go about cracking any RCA question in a product interview. Okay, so before starting, you need to know what is the evaluator expecting from me when he's asking a RCA question, right? So, what are the expectation? Can you clarify the problem clearly? Do you understand the problem well? Can you break it down in a logical way, right? You're asking right questions, you're making the problem statement smaller and smaller in the right way. Can you prioritize what to check first? Problem statement is something else and you're asking something else, so it is a red flag, right? You need to prioritize the right questions. Can you propose a validation and action, right? Whatever you're recommending, do you know how to do validation of it? Do you know what action to take after it, right? So this gets you some extra points in the interview, right? Let's dive in the framework now. So let's come with the framework that I use in RCA questions, right? I call it the clock framework. So framework is what? It just helps you, okay, this is the order in which I should answer a particular question. So first, C is clarify, L is look for measurement issues, right? O is observe, slice and dice. C is check internal and external issues. What is K? K is conclude with validation and action. So this is a framework and this is the order in which I go for my RCA questions. The next three questions asked in clarification are whether it has happened across some specific platform like iOS, Android app or web. Okay. The next is region or cohort specific. Did it happen across a specific region? Because it could happen that because of some regulation, something has happened, or some festival was that got over or got started because of which traffic has gone down, right? So it might give you some idea around it. So is the change big enough to care, right? Always do not ask this question because by the metric, if its engagement is dropped by 80%, it's obviously a big change, right? So this question need not be asked always, but yeah, whenever required, you can ask this question and you can ask a question like, what is the normal variance or matlab, how much is the normal variance? How much does the metric change in general? So this makes you think, okay, is this problem really worth solving around? Is it like a very big change or not? So this is to be asked only when you feel that in that particular question is required. Okay, so generally, these are the five questions that we have in clarification. So part number two, L, look for measurement or tracking issues, right? So this actually is never one of the answers in an RCA question, but trust me, this is like daily RCA thing of a PM in actual work, okay? So ये काफी बार होता है that most of the times the data is only not right because of some of the issues in tracking it, okay? So first question that you ask is change in tracking events. अभी मिक्स पैनल है तो यूआई में सही से इवेंट्स पास हो रहे कि नहीं, whether tracking of the events is in place or not. Next is metric definition changed. Has the definition of the metric changed? Like पहले engagement ऐसा track होता था और अभी engagement ऐसा है, right? This is one of the things that you need to ask the interviewer. And whether there is some issue in the data, right? Data सही से process हुआ है कि नहीं, data सही से load हुआ है कि नहीं, SQL query सही है कि नहीं. So yes, look for measurement or tracking issues. These are the three questions you need to ask. The part three of cracking any RCA question is observe by slicing and dicing. The O for observe, right? So this is the heart of the RCA. जो भी आपको आंसर मिलेगा वो इसी सेक्शन से आएगा. Okay? So what is the part A? Part A is whether it's a traffic problem. अब ट्रैफिक कहाँ से आता है? SEO से आ सकता है, email से आता है, directly आ सकता है. So you need to understand regarding the product from where is the traffic going to come, right? So one of the ways is like if acquisition goes down, most likely traffic is down. In traffic, SEO is down. SEO is down because Google changed the algorithm, right? One of the ways could be there. Next is understanding user, like user segment that is affected. So as per the products, there can be different users, right? There can be some new users and returning ones. ये एक part of users हो गए. If the product is a B2B product, right? Then there could be small businesses and there could be enterprises. अब यार इसमें ना more questions you solve, you get a grip at it, right? So if old is stable and new users are falling down, mostly it's a acquisition problem. If old users, new are stable, but old engagement is down, then mostly it's a retention problem, right? So from this user segment, you understand that which users are affected and which is not. So you can think in that right way. If enterprise is stable and SMBs go down, that means mostly it's a pricing issue because of which SMBs are going down, right? So these are the first two ways. So from slicing and dicing, you come at the right section, right? Like these are the people which are impacted, and this is the section in the app or journey where the users are affected, right? Those are like you understand, okay, these are the things which I need to focus on now. Now those could be because of external or external internal issues. Mostly it's internal issues only. So yeah, internal issues, let's break them down. So one is cannibalization, right? So in cannibalization, what happens? It's a very interesting thing actually. So if someone says add to cart has dropped, okay, your intuitional question only, has the sale also dropped? If sale is not dropped but add to cart is dropped, it could be because Amazon has introduced a direct buy now option recently. So direct buy now, so people are buying from there. So add to cart has dropped, but overall sale is there. So your feature A adoption is going to feature B adoption, but overall adoption is same, right? So sometimes this could be a concept. So you need to think about it. If whether there's some UI UX change because of which you have made a journey big, or something has come in the app or journey because of which the friction there is increased friction, right? Pricing change or some offer has ended. So you were running some offers and it has ended. That could also be a reason in a drop. Whether there is some bug, crash, or some API is taking a lot of time to load. That could also be a reason. Vendor integration issue, okay. Now if you are a app and you have some vendor integrated, and it's, if some vendor is down, that could also be another reason of a downtime, right? So yes, these are some of the internal issues. As per the problem statement, you need to think, okay, which of this could be a part of the problem. So once all your internal questions are asked and the root cause is not in internal issues, then only you move to the external ones. Okay. Mostly, most of the RCA questions are due to internal issues only. So be very sure that you ask all the questions first. Then you can move to the external bucket. So external bucket mein kya hai? One is competition, right? So competition, if some competition has run some offer, then it could be impacted, right? Your users might be going there. Seasonal or events, right? After IPL, surely the watch time of Geo might go down, right? Because there was an event or fest during that time, IPL, right? And whether there's some seasonal event like Monday to Friday business ज़्यादा होता है, Saturday Sunday down होता है. It's a trending thing, right? So that's an external factor. If there is some regulation, economy, or something like COVID, right? That could also impact. So these are some of the external issues. So this is the final step in the interview. So observing the slicing and dicing is where you get the aim of the goal. Okay, and this section is where you score that goal. So सबका ना अपना अपना hypothesis होगा actually once they go through an RCA question. So one of this is conversion dropped because of an extra OTP step introduced. Okay, so this is the judgment which you have. Now you have to validate. Like validation से समझ आता है कि how good of a PM are you. So validation के लिए generally you have to check earlier and after a feature launch, or there is a A/B test feature also available. You can do A/B testing. Okay, so okay, this, so I check the funnel early from the release or after the release. If there is a drop, I know that because of this feature it has dropped. Okay, so मैंने validate भी कर लिया problem statement को. अब action. So after validation you need to tell what is the action that you are going to take. Now OTP could be a required step, right? I won't be able to skip it. So I need to improve my UX, UI, UX, or can I educate my user how to do that OTP step? This could help. Or if that feature was not at all required, can I roll it back? So you need to have a validation and action. So I think that's the RCA framework to crack any interview. I hope guys this video helps you understand RCA questions, and now you can go answer them better. If you like the video, do like and subscribe.